Merv on the pole. Poor start. Tim Long gets straight away into the lead. The left-hand side of the track seems to be the quickest tonight. Damo's going to take third away from Smokey. So they all follow through behind. Justin's worked his way up as well in front of Meadow, who's gone from the back to six pretty quickly. Smokey runs a bit wide at turn 4, side-to-side contact with Justin. So they try and get their way through cleanly on this first lap of 15. Justin still side by side, and we've got Damon giving Merv a big hit up the rear at turn 7. Cars running wide everywhere. J-Man's gone from 3rd to 5th. Oh, turn 8. That's not a good place to be side by side. Justin gets the position back. Smokey's had a shocker. Hopefully Justin can have some good luck here. He's had shockers, and Davo's round. Davo was round at the corner. Not sure whether there was contact there, but he just looked like he loosed it off the end. Tyre update here as well. Tim, Long, Merv and Damon are both running, or all running the hard compound tyre. The rest of them are on the softs. And it's looking like it's spicing it up as Damon's gone from 3rd to 5th in a couple of corners. Side by side with Justin, he keeps the position. We've got J-Man, Tim Long! Tim Long has completely lost the rear end on the entry into turn 4 on the braking approach. And there's more chaos! Damon is round. Contact with another car there. I believe it might have been Justin. They were together coming up to turn 4. Not what he wanted. Back to the front. Merv is up in the lead. J-Man is hunting him down. Justin Bryce close behind. Smokey's gone from almost the front of the pack to the rear to near the front again in about a lap. It's absolute chaos here. Looking for a way through. We've got Paul Robinson getting his way up to the front. He'll be wanting to try and get a race win here. He's driven well in that first race without reward, I must say. Now, Justin Ride onto the back of J-Man. Merv's pulled away, so a little mistake there from J-Man possibly.
Sorry to join you late in the commentary, but
you had to drain the snake, mate. That's all right. Nature calls. You got to do something about it.
Yeah, well, somehow I got the toilet seat stuck in my pants, so we'll just move on from there.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. J-Man is struggling here on this third lap. He's all over the shot. And Justin finally having a good... Yeah, Justin's finally having a good turn of luck here, and he's holding down a solid third. Merv is way out in the lead here.
Yeah, he's Merv. Like, we doubt him sometimes, say things about him. He's Mr. Solid.
Well, he did get away slow from pole position of the random grid, but he's made it count.
Yeah, he's up there. The boys are catching him up though slowly. They're winding him in, but I think if Justin gets up behind J-Man again, then maybe they'll slow back off. But I think J-Man's really hunting Merv down at the moment, and Justin's following along.
Current fastest lap is Davidson with a 23.2, which just went to J-Man with a 22.2.
Wow.
So Damo's had an absolute shocker. He is now a lap down, and I think he made a pit stop there, so
now we're seeing the leaders bunch up. I think Merv, J-Man and Justin's catching Merv up. J-Man's right on him, yep.
He definitely is using all the curb, aggressive driving style. Justin's not too far behind. He's thereabouts.
He got a
in
good
the
run
slipstream.
on turn 8 there, so look, here he is, right up the back turn
Had a
9.
little lift. Merv a bit slow through the apex of 8. He's going to get down the
Held him
inside at
all up.
9.
Oh,
If he holds it
he's-
together
oh,
on the absolute
oh,
braking limit,
Justin,
Justin's
oh,
gone
Justin.
round. Justin's
Paul's
lost
taking advantage of
positions.
it, Meadow.
Oh, and then made contact with the lapped car and more contact. And Merv ended up in the fence. The track,
Straight up the back of Merv there.
the track is almost jammed. He got absolutely blindsided there.
It was chaos. Meadows now taking advantage of everything. Come out of nowhere, straight into second position.
Be looking to avenge that non-result in the first race. Jamie.
Oh, look, he's going. Oh, that was good turn 1 and turn 2. A little use of the curb to put the power down. Yeah, he's getting right on the back of J-Man now.
These guys are going at it. Paul Robertson's worked his way up to 3rd from the back of the grid.
Yeah, he's not far behind. He's just covering the gap
Oh.
between the 2 front runners at the moment.
Look at the front 2. Meadow did a 22.232 and has the fastest lap of the race.
And a little bit of overheating from the car there going into turn 9. So Meadows says he's got this car tuned up. He's got it possibly a little bit too much grill tape and pushing it.
Possibly that smoke is maybe over revving a bit because you can actually gain time if you keep it in 5th there. So
yeah, it's not a favourable thing to do though. It's so touchy on the acceleration. You're better off to pick a higher gear and cruise through that corner and keep the car stable. It's very touchy.
So J-Man leads Meadow by 0.6 of a second.
J-Man loose into turn 2, just curb hops it. Skips the car sideways and recovers. I'm looking.
Damon's 4th on track, but he's not actually 4th in the leaderboard. Meadows right on the back of that Red Bull Commodore. He can sniff it.
It doesn't smell too good coming from a Ford driver right there.
Onto the back straight down Bartlett's Road towards the ever
there it is, smoking again.
Turn 8.
And I truly think he's got a little bit too much grill tape running.
Possibly. It's smoking quite a lot. He doesn't want to blow the engine. He's locked the rear brakes. He's rolled! Unbelievable! He's rolled it!
Rolled it! Oh, there it goes. Bang. He's sliding down the positions now. There's another one. He's down in the
made the
fourth.
mistakes. He has rolled the car. Unbelievable.
There it is. It's reset. He's in 4th. He's pulled away, so...
Quite a big gap back to the 5th place driver of Dave.
Davo, he's just pulling into the corner where Meadow rolled it.
But that car is smoking quite a lot. The engine's overheated a fair bit. So
and he's on the grass now. He's really got upset about what he's done.
A lot of overheating of the grill tape. Justin's been in the wall there. He's lost the front splitter. So hijinks all around here in this race.
Yeah. Misses so much action going on. It's hard to keep track of it.
It is.
There's always something going on.
Meadow wants to get past. Justin lets him go.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to the front here, I think, because these two from the first race are within touching distance again. And there's still time to go. The last laps for these two drivers, Paul's just quicker.
Touched the wall, turn 9.
Paul was quicker on the last lap by 0.6 of a second.
Yeah, he's solid, Paul. Like I said before in the first race, he seems pretty consistent. He's conservative and consistent. So yeah, he makes. Oh, there. I was just about to say, makes a mistake every now and then. I saw him go off onto the grass, coming in the most critical corner of the track, turn 1. Like the last turn. Sorry, turn 1. I call it turn 1 because it is the first corner of the track. It's the last corner of the track, and it's the most critical corner. You got to set it up.
Check out the last laps; they were pretty close. Paul was only a tenth quicker, so the lap times are very consistent between the two at the moment. J-Man looks like he's just maybe got a bit more of a settled car. He's not locking up too much. The 20, almost 19-second gap back to third position of Meadows, so he'll be probably just trying to nurse that car home.
Yeah, and then you can add another, say,
Merv
10
was,
seconds to that.
Merv
to
was
fourth
off
position.
Merv was off at turn 9. There was yellows in the third sector. So he's now gone a lap down, and if he's not careful, he'll lose a position to Damo, because these two are fighting for position.
Well, going back to the back run, Smokey's just gone into the pit. And we're saying Damon Carter and Merv now gone right to the bottom of the board.
Merv is pitting here. I wonder what's happening here. Strategical call. I think it's a bit late to be pitting, but we'll find out what happens with that.
We've just had 3 of them pull into the pit. So the 3 back runners, 7th, 8th and 9th, all pull into the pit. So Merv's just coming out. Smokey just did his, got out before Merv. And I don't know what the story is with Damon, but...
We've got 3 drivers that are down a lap. The next driver on the list is Tim Long. He's 62 seconds off the lead, so J-Man's putting down an incredible pace. The last lap, J-Man was quicker by about 7/10 of a second. He did a 1:20.9 and Paul did a 21.6. So it's on between the two of them.
Yeah, Paul's only 2-3 seconds behind. He was 2 and it crept up, so he's 3.1 seconds behind the leader. It's and as you said, it's another big gap there, and that's like another 15 seconds to third position.
J-Man grabbing a bit of the grass into the braking area for the final corner. Meadow Monin has the fastest lap of the race, still at 20.5, and he's on another quick lap as we speak. He's purpling the sectors.
Yeah, well, looking at it, he's catching up, and he's got a sniff, he's got a chance. And if he keeps pulling those smooth corners that he does, he's got a good chance of creeping up on his podium position at the moment. Like, I mean, not podium, but third place. He's looking at second, or possibly a podium. Something happens.
Paul Robinson, the gap is about 2.5 seconds between the leaders.
Yep.
And J-Man's having moments here, there, and everywhere, and somehow managing to keep it on the track. It's a miracle that he's keeping it on the track.
Well, we've got to remember with sim racing, and in sim racing, you don't have to pay for tyres. And that's something J-Man's taking advantage of.
That is very true, but these mistakes can be costly because it's lowering the gap. And Paul will strike. We've seen him overtake. He's very clean. And even if he's made to work for it, he will try and get it done.
There we go.
This is going to be a replay.
J-Man, last corner, big lock up.
This is going to end up in a replay of race 1. The gap is 1.25 seconds.
Yep. And that loves using the curve.
They're both abusing the curbs.
The second curb just takes advantage of it. Like, it's Super 2, so it's all good. But yeah, you just 2 wheels on the track at any one time.
Yep, they're taking advantage of the curbs, using them to their utmost limit. Just seems that J-Man is good on corner exit. Paul's pretty good through the twisty stuff.
He is, but I don't think he got the exit coming up the back here to turn 9.
1.5 seconds is the gap. J-Man definitely carrying a lot more mid-corner speed through turn 8. Locking brakes though.
It up again, just smoke that front right on the way in.
That's going to be really hurting him on the left-hand corners though.
Oh, I believe these days at that type of change for front wheels, you can get a burger at McDonald's. So, yeah, a few 50-cent pieces goes a long way.
On the grass again into the
there it
braking
is.
zone. He's really pushing too hard in the last sector there. Overdriving the car. It's very easy to do.
Yeah. Well, I said before in the first race, slow in, fast out. Like,
Oh, he's missed the chicane miles.
That was huge.
He's nearly in the
Just
gravel trap.
Launched it.
And he's lost time as well. He's losing more time.
Oh,
It's under a second now. Look out, because those orange eyes of the Commodore behind Paul Robinson, he will strike.
Yeah, he's very smooth, Paul. You can see the difference between the two cars where J-Man's being a lot more aggressive, and he's paying for that when he's locking those front right tyres and front left tyres, left and right corners, just every time.
Fair dab of the brakes through turn 8 from J-Man. He clipped the
the
wall.
too.
And look ahead, there's some lap traffic. Paul shows the nose.
Yeah, but he covered, J-Man covered with a locking right-hand tyre.
He probably didn't need to cover because Paul was nowhere near it.
Again.
This is going to be interesting. What does Tim do?
And we've got some traffic coming up.
He's getting blue flags at this point. J-Man's pitting.
Yeah,
J-Man is pitting.
Both pulled in.
What is Paul going to do? Has he got the tyre life to continue, Paul? Can he win the race from the back of the grid?
This is it. This is lap 12. So
he's going to lose out here, I think.
Really, if you think he's going to carry on, I can't say it. What is he running the hards again?
I don't think so. They're still on the soft. They're just working those softs too much. Damo's Damo's really benefiting from this because I believe he started on the hard tyre and he pitted early after the lap 1 incident. He's gone to the soft and just working to the end. He's just ticking over the laps, trying to stay with the leader because every lap overtake that the leader makes, he's gaining. He's up to 6.
Paul's smooth. He's looking after his tyres. He's been really smooth. He's not trying to make a mistake. And I'll tell you what the funny thing is, I'm sat in my sim right now commentating this and I'm turning the wheel. Trying to keep up with these guys.
They're doing a very good job. Paul Robinson, the standout from this round, I say, driver of the night for me. He's put on an absolute overtaking clinic.
Let's have a look. Here we go. Here's critical. So
lap 14 will be the one we run. J-Man just ran out of tyres at the end there. He couldn't keep with him.
Not even on the brand new set. Is same again. Really hard on the front end. I think he made, if he backed off a little brake bias, like a little bit of brake pressure, because he's every single corner is locking up the front tyres.
I'd say that's the case as well.
Just, you know, either set your bias or just back off on the brake pressure so you can slam that foot down and have confidence that the car's not going to brake on you, you know what I mean? Or you got to brake, I mean, the traction's not going to brake on the front end.
No, that's right. Davo here has worked his way up to 3rd, and he's ahead of Meadow Monin trying to defend this position. Davo hasn't stopped. He's on the soft tyre from the start, rather than taking the hard as he did last race, so he's obviously worked. They both run wide to turn 6 over the curb.
Well, look, I reckon Paul's got this. He's got it in the bag now, coming up to lap 14. He's got a 21-second lead at the moment.
Maybe starting lap 15. Oh, they both clipped the wall, these two, Davo and Meadow. They both clipped the wall at turn 8. They're not backing off, these two. Into the back end of the Parkland circuit. Meadow keeping him honest.
Yeah, we've got a big going on. Here we go.
Bit wide. He's ruined his run there, Meadow.
Yeah.
I was just about to just about to say he gets a nice straight run over the curb, the clip curb into the braking zone for the final corner. So that's where he's gaining a lot of time.
I think when he came out, a little bit eager on the pedal there, and the paint just set him wide.
He was a
Set
bit.
that tail out.
He was a bit wide as well. He didn't quite make the apex at the last corner. So.
And we've just seen him tag the wall before on turn 3 after the little chicane, turn 1 and 2. He's and again up the back.
He's pushing. Oh, and he's made a mistake. It's all over, I think, for that one. The Canard Tyre FGX will escape down the road. J-Man safe in second, but Paul Robinson, the final corner, gets his deserved win from the back of the grid in this race.
Across the line.
Fantastic result for him, and I think he can be very pleased with his pace tonight. He's shown it.
And that's a total time of 20 minutes for the race. And he's got nearly a 20-second lead to second position. So I think that's a well-deserved win after race 1. Really came back and showed everybody how it's done.
Indeed it did. J-Man gets on the podium in race 2. He's just probably got to work on a few things, and I'm sure he'll be able to get them sorted out for the next round. And this series has just turned into an absolute cracker, I must say. Davo comes across the line in style, I must say, for third, and Meadow gets fourth. A bit disappointed for him because he could have really won this race.
Yeah, well, look, coming from the main game and having a commentate on the race tonight in the Super 2s, look, I'm really seeing some talent in there, and I don't understand why some of these guys are holding back from joining the main game and stepping into a little bit more horsepower and a little bit more budget and having a crack at it. Because tell you what, there's some consistent races here tonight, and I really feel that there's some good quality, respectful racing going. Like, we really didn't see that many major tags. Like, there was a couple of little kisses through the corner, but that's, racing is rubbing, And
rubbing is racing indeed. Justin Bryce come home 5th. Damon 1 lap down, ended up in 6th, and the rest of those guys. Smokey in 7th, Merv in 8th, and Tim finishing in 9th. And he ended up with 2 pit stops there at the end, unfortunately, so quite a lot of time lost there for him. Fastest lap of the race was Meadow Monan with a 20.5. And J-Man come close there. His last lap of the race was a 20.7. Overall, a very good race tonight and a very good couple of races. The championship leader extended his gap in the first race, and he will be tough to beat from here on in. And it's going to be a very good end of the championship. Thank you for joining me tonight in the commentary box tonight, Gussie. It was a pleasure. You've done very well, I must say.
I was a bit nervous jumping into the commentary box with such a profound commentator of the sim industry. It put me back listening to you. You got some good shit going, and I was like, all right, well, I'll have a crack at this and jump in. And out of the main game, like, I don't get to talk about racing much. I've got my YouTube channel and shit going, but it was really enjoyable to jump in and watch these Super 2 guys going, because makes me realise what we